G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I want to talk about Kemper's relevance in the scene today. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past 6 weeks, you'll see Kemper has released a brand new piece of hardware called the Kemper Player. It seems to be taking aim at things like the HX Stomp and maybe the Boss IR 500, things of that size at least. Sadly, I don't have a Kemper Player right here with me now, but I do have the Stage, the big brother of the Kemper Player, which I have used extensively live and in the studio setting here with this channel. So there are a few things that I want to have a talk about and hope that the Kemper Player has. One of my immediate thoughts when I saw the Kemper Player was this is going to be something that's already for the Kemper user. It's going to be for the Kemper user that doesn't want to take their toaster or their big powered rack and they just want to take a little pedal board, like a fly rig basically, to a small pub gig. And you know, to be honest, I really vibe with that. That is so enticing. The Stage is great for that, ability to just grab something, one thing, and go to a gig, but it's quite large too. So I definitely am vibing with the idea of a small Kemper that I can put some pedals in front of and just have my amp sounds to make a little fly rig and get going from there. The more I thought about it, maybe it is that form factor, the size of it, that is really going to appeal to new users or to people that use a HX Stomp or a Boss IR 500, something like that. Maybe it is the form size that's going to get people into the Kemper market, and then go from there. Maybe get a toaster or a Stage and start profiling their own sounds. Another couple of things of note when seeing the pictures of the Kemper Player is that there's only one XLR out, and having an XLR out is great, awesome, love that, to be able to go straight to front of house. But only one, meaning it's going to be combined mono. So it will be a little bit interesting to see how stereo delays kind of pan out, pun intended. I definitely do consider myself a Kemper user, a heavy Kemper user. And with the Stage, I really only use it in performance mode. For me, that's where most of the versatility is in the Kemper Stage. Just that ability to be able to create 5 different scenes and so many banks of performances to create scenes. You could do individual songs if you needed to, and you could do just one amp and then 5 different sounds on that one amp, which is the way I like to do it. That's a massive thing for me. So it will be interesting to see how no screen on the Kemper Player, but just like a scrolling kind of menu with the 3 buttons that have dual functions. We'll see how that works as well. Once I get my hands on a Kemper Player, definitely the first thing I'm going to do is going to stick my Marshall 1959 HW profile on it, and then stick that on a board with probably the JHS AT Plus and a Keeley Halo. I'm just going to plug that straight into Logic, and we're going to see what tones I can get out of that. Because if there's one thing I love doing, it's putting the AT Plus in front of this profile, which is the profile I'm using right now at the moment, to be honest. But I guess the one thing that stops me from doing that a lot is just the size of the Kemper Stage. It really is already big enough. Like I can't justify putting a pedal next to that live. I don't even use expression pedals. There are plenty of people that do, absolutely, have quite a large board and have the Kemper stage and have a couple of expression pedals, one for volume, one for wah. That's not me, I'm not that type of player. I'd rather use a whammy bar and the volume on the guitar. So being able to put my favorite pedals in front of my favorite amp profiles is definitely going to be appealing. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As soon as I get my hands on a Kemper Player, you will all be the first to see it. Please hit like and subscribe if you feel inclined. You can head to my website, johnoisguitar.com.au, to get some Kemper Profiles, and I will see you on the next video.